Gosh, I have a couple of different programs that are coming up. I'm Elle with the Age of New Beginnings. And with that, there's infinite different ways of expanding yourself. So expanding yourself with acting. We're doing a three-dimensional aspect of allowing yourself to express yourself in ways and cleansing and clearing those blocks. There's new vibrational healing methods that are raising everybody to this age of Aquarius. You know, there's this freeing, exciting place that we're all meant to be in, that we are, and to embrace that. And I'm going to be doing every week a show with two other exquisite intuitives, and it's readings and understanding and working with the new energy. So if anybody needs love, please call me. The sessions I do are on quantum levels. Lots of love. And if your heart desires, come follow me into my room.
Thank you, darling.
With love.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we still have Jen here in the house. We have Roy in the house and Donnareyna coming up next. So Roy is available for private sessions in his room number 18. Jen is available in room number 12. I know Robert is still here because I just saw his name. He's in room number 11. And
am I supposed to be in one? I'm sorry.
No, you can go to your room for Q&A if you wish.
Gotcha.
Right now in room number 1 is Julian doing numerology for the next half hour.
All right, so I'm trying to figure out how to get there. It's not. No, that just says to take me to room 1. So if anybody wants to come to room 44, how do I get there, love?
We'll move you. Okay, if anybody wants to go follow Elle, she's in room number 44. You can just type 44 in the chat. We will move you if you can't move yourself. You have the 3 dots on the bottom where it says more. It also looks like 4 squares. And coming up next, we have Donnareyna.
And you can also come back and say hi, Elle. You really got me going.
Donna, you're yelling. Donna?
Yes, Sheri.
You're yelling.
Can you hear me?
You can. You don't have to yell.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't hear me. That's why I was talking loudly.
Well, what's going on here? Why did everyone get bumped? Vicky, who moved everybody?
Someone closed the room.
Who did that? Somebody just moved everybody. Who did that?
Okay, let's start with Donna.
No, we're good now. Now everybody's back in the main room. Somebody hit close all rooms. Okay, whoever did something, we're all back in the main room now. Thank you, whoever did that. Okay.
I need to go to the playroom.
Yes. Back to number 1 for Julian. Hit the bottom breakout room.
Okay.
I'll move. Julian, you can join. Anybody else want to go to number 1? Michelle wants to go to number 1.
Yeah, I'd like to go to number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah, thank you.
That was Anne.
Yes.
Yes, Anne wants to go to 1. Okay, so we got Julian doing numerology. We got Donnareyna doing energy and Shungite. And we have L in number 44. We have Francis is here. And Roy is available. And Jen is available. So room number 1 is the numerology. All you have to do is hit the breakout on the bottom. You can move yourself or we can move you. Just put number 1 in the chat, and then we'll move you. Okay, Donna, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Of course.
Okay. I'm coming.
And you
Feel
don't have,
free to introduce me.
you don't have to yell. We have Donnareyna coming up next. She's going to be talking about using and choosing energy healing stones for clearing and activation, such as elite Shungite jewelry and EMF protection gemstone. She is known as a Solutionary Gemologist. She has Inspirations Unlimited gemstones and crystal gallery pop-up shop. She is known as a spiritual advisor, multi-oracle and intuitive coach, crystal healer, channel crystal jewelry vendor, jewelry designer, spiritual gemologist, and you can visit her in Delray Beach at her gemstone shop. So Donna, please welcome yourself, and we're going to have you share your offerings of using and choosing energy healing stones for clearing and activation. Donnareyna, you're up. Donnareyna. Where is she? She in the room? Donna? Donna, are you there? Okay. Well, in the meantime, till we get her back, we have Julian in room number 1. If you haven't had your numerology done with
I'm up.
he's amazing. Yes, Donna.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please stop saying
I am.
yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Hi. I'm here. I'm here.
Great.
I'm here. Wonderful. Hi, everybody. So I'm going to start. I thank you for your introduction. And I've noticed that every time I come on, that people have questions for me. And I've had such a big agenda of what to share that I haven't always had the time to share and to listen to questions.
Have a bad connection, Donna. We have a bad connection. And right now, this is not a Q&A yet. This is a presentation. You can open it up to Q&A later.
I'm just wondering if this would be a good time to answer any about gemstones. And we start working with the amazing energies of gemstones. I have a okay.
You're gonna have to leave and come back in. You have a really bad connection.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Your bandwidth is low. Your bandwidth is low. I'm sorry, Donna. You're gonna have to leave.
Can you hear me?
No, not anymore.
Is good. Can you give me a little?
Donna, it's not good at all. You're gonna have to come on to a different platform, a different method. You sound like you're underwater.
You can check your internet connection, Donna.
You have a
You
bad
have a bad
internet connection. Well, okay, everybody. Until we bring her back in. Thank you for being here. We are coming down to our last 20 minutes. And right now in the other rooms, we have room number 1. We have Julian Michael doing numerology. It's open forum. You can ask him any questions. He's pretty open and he loves answering anything. In room number 44, we have Elle and Roy hanging out together. And Donnareyna is somewhere. I don't know where she is yet. But we do this event every month. And we do it, here we go. Every single month is completely different. We always have new guests, new entertainment. Yes, put Pauline into room number 1. Vicky,
Okay.
put Pauline into room number 1. Maria wants to go to room number 1. Maria's hand is up. Put her in room number 1. Okay, Donna, you back?
How's our connection? I'm back. I haven't left. I'm here. Are we good?
Try it. Go for it.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Donnareyna, and I am the Shungite Queen. Looks like a bowling ball. It's a sphere of a meteor from Russia that has fallen to the earth 1 billion years ago. And it has some really interesting properties, especially during this 5-year that Julian has spoken about, the year of amazing growth. And shungite is a grounding stone. It's one of the best grounding stones I've known. It helps us to be part of the earth and release whatever is in the way of us being here. So I wear my shungite bracelets on one hand, and then my nicodemian magnet with some labradorite, or even a hematite on the other hand, to help be on the planet. This is a little, these are magnets from magnitude. And speaking of magnitude and Eileen, may we send energy to Scheherazade, Eileen's little dog, who is like a cat with 9 lives. And matter of fact, because Eileen couldn't be here, I think I'll just show you all what one of the pet tags are like. Because this has a shungite, an EMF protection device on it, along with germanium and infrared. And this little pet tag says loved. And that's how Scheherazade is. She's very loved. Let us send energy to this little puppy of Eileen's. And it is in divine order. She's had her for a good life. And she's had her for 9 more lives because Scheherazade has been healed consistently with using magnets, wearing magnets, being around shungite and other stones, and being around a loving mama that she has, which is Eileen. So you just saw a pet tag, which is close by, with nicodemian magnets, which release negative energies and infrared EMF and germanium helps to heal the radiation coming out of many televisions, the technology, and the 5G that's so positive in our world, but also people can get fuzzy. And here we go. So we were just talking about how fuzzy, grounded when exposed F rays and technologies. So we're talking about shungite right now. We're talking about stones that help deflect the energy, that help us to be here on the planet. And one of the ways that I find that has been very helpful is to be able to put something like a shungite, large or even smaller shield on the telephone. This can go directly on the sole of the feet as well, because it's a stick-on. So when I had a injury a couple of weeks ago and a lot of pain, I just put it right on my shoulder and decided, as you may have known, come on, I decided to not get the operation and to heal naturally. And that has been very helpful because shungite will take away pain, arthritic pain, any kind of pain, pain from migraines. And not only that, but it helps ground us to the planet. So here we go. Here's the shungite on the third eye. Now you say, how is that important, shungite? What is shungite? Well, it's a stone from Karelia, Russia. It fell to the earth probably 1 billion years ago. Peter the Great used to give shungite in nugget form to his troops and put a few elite raw shungite. And they call this elite because it is a carbon-based stone that is mixed with silver. So it's shinier. Therefore, when you have elite or noble shungite, it's great to use in jewelry. And to be able to wear it as
Donnareyna, we can't hear you. Donnareyna, we can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Donna, we can't hear you.
Do you know that I bought a brand new cell phone so I can have the most optimum way of being able to speak on the Healers Networks? So hopefully I'm back. Am I? Okay, good. I must be. So I'm wearing this on my third eye and I'm clearing. I really feel so much more grounded doing so. And if you have a headache or a migraine, just know that these amazing stick-ons that are like $10, 3 for $25. You can put them on a microwave. You can put them in your car. You can put them on a baby's monitor, anywhere, to be able to neutralize the 5G that's coming out of these electronics that children are exposed to. And on their electronics, there's like an epidemic of brain cancer going on, especially with children and autism and what have you. So shungite is one of the remedies, one of the things that make sense on this planet to use, along with, by the way, copper. Copper and shungite is probably one of the more powerful tools and powerful metals to use. It's a little copper and shungite, elite shungite. It's very powerful and it helps to clear everything and anything that doesn't serve. And here's another piece of elite shungite that can be worn as a pendant. Kind of neat, isn't it? Now I'm wearing some earrings that were made into earrings from pendant. And oftentimes you can do that. You can find a couple of pieces of anything, by the way, and I can turn it into an earring, and any earring that you might have that I could turn into a pendant, especially if you have one earring. And here is a double terminated earring, but it's also a pendant, and the single pendant is one of the best pendants I have for children, for little children from 6 up. And this is one of my favorites for you guys out there and you big shaman mamas. This is an arrowhead. Another elite. Anywhere on the body. It's one of the black stones. Usually I would share and say that the black stones are best for under the belt and under the heart. And this is a wonderful wand. And the wands can be used both ways. And for uterine, prostate, cancer, it's a tool that can help stir the cells and release the funky ones and help to bring them out of the body. This is also some shungite stones that can be used for children and also children of all ages in the pocket to help release worries. So I have something to show you. It's a flashlight. Why am I bringing out this flashlight? To show you a trick. How do you know if a black stone is shungite? Couldn't it be black tourmaline or maybe obsidian? Well, it could. And I even have black tourmaline and obsidian here to show you because they're powerful stones. Obsidian's a stone, it's like a mirror. You put it on your body, it's glass, and it's like a protective mirror, and any energy that does not support you can be reflected right back to where it came from. So know that obsidian is a very good mirror to be able to help you be protected, especially psychically. So here we go. Here's a flashlight. And now I am going to unhook the connection so there is no light. And then I am going to show you how we take a bracelet of shungite and we put it where the connection is, and voila, here it is. It turns the flashlight right on by just putting it, instead of the connector in, we put the shungite, because shungite is a connector. So here's the connector, and here's another shungite. And any kind of a shungite. Now, some are stronger than others. Lights it right up. And here's a wand. Check this out. There we go. It doesn't quite go in there. Oh, here we go. Here's an elite shungite pendant. Right in. Lights it right up. Elite shungite's very strong. It's a good combination with silver. So I know many of you might not have shungite with you, but let's breathe it in anyway. Let's breathe in the energy of the shungite pyramid. Know that the energy of the shungite pyramid, look how this lights it right up. Here, I'll give you a smaller one. And if you have it by a computer and you have it with your grandchildren or your children, it will protect them when they're on the computer for 8 hours going to school. And when they're holding it, it will help them to ground and neutral when they're concentrating on their studies. There are tools to help our kids. And there are tools that they can even wear on their bodies or put on their cell phones, such as so, or on their pads or even computers. So please know that they're available to assist us. And if you are looking to really be grounded, earrings as a woman or as a gentleman, I have stud earrings, and wearing your pieces. This is a black tourmaline and it's a sacred geometric piece. And I have several different kinds of totems, Merkabas and Metatron's cube. And this is in black tourmaline. And this is a very grounding stone. Black tourmaline is wonderful because it works with the mental body and releasing mental thought forms, especially those thought forms that really can make you dizzy because they're not as positive. And so you can release them. And along with black tourmaline, please know we have a stone. It's called sodalite. It's one of my favorite stones. It's the blue ray. It's the indigo ray. And it's really the ray of the third eye. I was putting shungite on the third eye, but the truth is that the third eye stone that also assists the pineal and the pituitary gland in connecting is lapis or sodalite. Sodalite releases mental cockaroni. So sodalite's a great stone for releasing guilt, shame, blame, complain. Sodalite's a stone that busts that game. Just a FYI. How am I doing with time, Sheri Kaplan?
Yes, Donna?
How am I doing with time?
Oh, I was in the other room, checking out the other room. You're good. It's 10 o'clock.
All righty. So does anybody have any questions? Do you have any questions?
I know somebody just came in here late. She came in at the ground end when you were sharing the shungite in the flashlight. So are you complete?
I'm complete.
Mm,
And come and see me if I can be of service in any way. I'm going to give you my telephone number.
yeah, we see it. It's right there next to your name.
There you go. Because I went to participants and then I went to more. And in the space, I was able to put my name and then I was able to put my room number and then I put a telephone number. So I don't even have to tell
No.
you. All you have to do is see it.
Right, and it's 303-589-0035. It's there next to her name. Ta-da!
Woohoo! So I've become an expert in how to Zoom with Sheri Kaplan. And, and I can be reached through my phone, and I'm also doing personal appointments out of my home
Mm.
and on FaceTime and Messenger. And if you have any questions about any stones, I also, I'm able to answer them. And also I repair jewelry and help you cleanse and help you decide what kind of custom work you might want for some of the pieces that you've received, and how to clear antiques and how to value them as well, how to appraise them. So I'm not only am I a spiritual gemologist, but I'm a mainstream jeweler and expert in the gem, crystal, stone business, as well as a crystal healer and a rebirther. And did you know this about me, Sheri Kaplan, that I used to teach elementary school? It's why I have a passion for making sure that the children of our world are supported and are protected, especially from some of the negative rays that are affecting them now.
Especially the rays.
Yeah, I believe that there's no accident that 5G came out in Wuhan at the same time COVID came out. I think that there's personally some sort of coordination with that. And I feel that shungite and other stones can be of high protection. Matter of fact, here is, I brought some black tourmaline to show you and some obsidian. Here's an obsidian stone. If you see it glazy, it's glassy. It's from a volcano. It's fired up. And this is the stone that will send back energy. This is as well as hematite. It's like a mirror. And hematite's the stone of grounding, and it's very heavy. And I have one right over here. It's gray. It's totally metallic. So yes, I'm complete, and the hematite's not here, but next time. There's always a next time. Any questions? Do you have a question?
Maria does. Unmute
Okay.
yourself, Maria.
I have a question. How are you? I'm Maria. I was given very large pieces of obsidian, and I've had them in my home. A friend of mine, just before I even really knew anything about stones and crystals, and someone who knows about these things said that it's having obsidian in your home is kind of volcanic. So it'll bring up a lot of things that are going on, and really not to give it over to someone else because it can cause like a lot of chaos in people's lives. So I've had this obsidian for, I don't know, 10 years or so, or 15 years. So I just was wondering what your take is on that.
How big is it and where is it located in your home?
I'm actually living in my brother's home. So I had larger pieces and somebody actually did take it, but it's probably about this big.
Well, I've never really heard that, believe it or not.
Yeah, so I was wondering what you thought.
I've never really heard that. I do know that some of the darker stones, the black stones, even shungite, can absorb a lot of energy. And onyx is an absorber. So, for instance, I have something that I use. Give me one moment.
She's kind of saying that it's tumultuous, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it brings
Like
up.
it's supposed to bring stuff up
Mm.
that you've like been holding on to. So it's like it kind of brings like a volcanic explosion with what you've been holding on to.
Right. I understand. All the black stones help to, all of them, shungite, onyx, obsidian, black tourmaline, they have a tendency to absorb and assist human beings in being able to release everything and anything that doesn't serve. This is my favorite tool. It's called hydroxide. It happens to be a disinfectant and also a sanitizer, but it clears the air and it clears stones. So even if you can't get to it, if you spray or you take some sage, or what's the name of that wood? Palo Santo.
Santo.
Yeah, that's a really good one because it gets into the nooks and crannies and it releases the chaos that the stone is taken out of human beings. It's not necessarily the chaos from the volcano, it's the chaos that's reflected that people take on. So the glass from a volcano can be very, very transcendent. However, it's the energetic that it may absorb if it's not released or cleansed. So all you need to do is cleanse it. And we cleanse it. We cleanse stones like we cleanse our own crystals. With air, we share a prayer. With earth, we bury it. I remember being a Jewish girl way back when my parents kept a kosher home for their parents. And we would put the silverware that was dairy that we ate meat with, and the dairy forks into the earth or to our silver plant. Because there was one time I remember all these different silverwares were coming out of the plant because we buried the plant and we buried the silver in the plant. So we had a kosher plant that was making the silverware kosher. And that's the best way to clear an heirloom or an antique that, you know, somebody wore for 30 years, especially a diamond, and be able to release the energy so the new wearer can wear a clean jewel.
Oh, wow. That's really fascinating.
Interesting. Yeah.
So that you could do that with diamonds, take them and put them in soil and
In
just
the earth for
in the
7 days.
wow.
Yeah. And then also water is a wonderful cleanser, and especially salt water, except you don't want to put anything with a hardness level below 6 into water. It's better to just put it into the water, creek water, or water that does not have salt in it. No opals, no pearls, but anything that's like a hardness of 7. Now, any of your quartzes, because quartz and even transparent quartzes like sodalite and tigerite, they're all hardness levels. The Mohs hardness scale, they're above a 6. Any quartzes, and quartzes are also called silicon dioxide or silicon, I think it's dioxide. And then your rubies, corundums, they're all harder than quartzes. Carnelian's a quartz. There's a lot of quartzes around.
Thank you so much. Donnareyna, you're in Delray, you said?
I am.
I'm going to be there in about 2 weeks, so I'm going to come visit you.
Oh, great. Oh, that's wonderful. So I'm just going to give you a little preview. It's my little living room gallery. And some of my shungite.
You're breaking up.
Donna, we can't hear you. We lost her. Here she comes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about this. I mean, I got a brand new phone for this. Would you? What can I say? Okay. Let's see me. I'm back. Hey. Hey. All right, we're good, right?
Let's see your stuff. You were showing us your stuff.
Okay.
Just flip it around. It's
The other thing is if you go to share